Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. If you watch this is just kind of an intro for if you're unfamiliar with the game, and then this section is more for gliding. You can watch the whole thing. It has a larger thesis that I'd like to make, but you can skip around at your leisure. A lot of birds in here. What's up? How's it going? Fingers together. Wow. Zenith Velocity is an early access, cross-platform, virtual reality, massive multiplayer, online role-playing game built from the ground up for virtual reality, featuring gesture-based combat, cooking, exploration, and character expression. And while it may look rough around the edges, it represents a lot of potential, not just for itself, but the medium of VR as well. In Zenith, you can walk, run, climb, swim, teleport, zipline, fast travel, and glide to get from one place to the other. It's a fairly large world, and you'll ultimately spend a good deal of your time in the game just getting around. You can glide whenever you want, provided you have enough stamina in your stamina meter. You increase your stamina meter with an in-game item called Tears of Amara, which are hidden around the world, and can be located with a shimmering sounding binaural audio cue. You can also increase your meter temporarily with food-related buffs, and a few quests like the one you get from this fella in the underside. Food buffs are really nice to get around because you just fly for much longer. It's so worth cooking. Do it. Do it. I can't stress enough how important it is to cook in this game. The default flight mechanics set you off in a glide at a constant velocity. You can achieve a greater sense of control gliding around the world using the sensitive flight controls located in the comfort settings in your menu. With sensitive flying toggle, you have the ability to rotate your wrists forward and back to fine-tune your glide. This adjusts the glide angle, which can be used to increase or decrease the speed of your glide descent, tilt up sharply to stall, or just hold your hands out to float. I recommend taking the time to learn this for yourself. We're going to explore scooter booping, also known as glide canceling, specifically the DJ table method, which when used correctly can allow you to gain altitude and speed quickly, as opposed to gently managing your altitude through a traditional glide. It's not a replacement for gliding, or a technique for limited flight that you can use in conjunction with gliding. In a best case scenario, I was able to cross halfway across entire zones using this without food buffs. So let's get into it. Say when I get on top of this crystal, if we're doing traditional sensitive gliding, it actually doesn't quite reach. If we just stretch our arms out like this, eye level, and then depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed, I'm right-handed, so I'll use this method here. You DJ table. You kind of go in a counterclockwise motion like this. You keep one arm out like that. There's a zone, you can visualize it here, where you aren't gliding and you are gliding. So normally you would jump, and if your arms are at your sides, like a T-pose, you would sort of glide to the ground. Put your arms out like that, you still fall. You'll fall. Put it out a little bit more, and you fall. If you put them out a little more, actually you're flying. So you don't have to put them all the way into a T-pose, which means that there's a zone here that you can find, like the force. You just have to feel it out. You can hear it in your ear, that the sound effect of the wind, and that's how you know that you're entering and exiting that zone. And so if you go in and out of it, you gain speed and you gain altitude when you do that. So if I wanted to get back up there, right, we run, we jump, and now we're way above this thing. One of the limitations of this, if you're going downhill, you kind of go in a stepped motion and it ruins your momentum. So we're running down and I can't quite get momentum. If I try to jump, it's kind of hard to do. So this only really works on a straight line, or if you're going uphill. If you're a support mage, you can do one of these things, Aether Tunnel. And that gives you a temporary speed boost of 25%. The more momentum you have, the faster you'll glide. reason for this video is not because I think that other videos were inadequate in explaining this, but because I want players to further appreciate some of the deeper mechanics of a misunderstood but rewarding exploration technique. Anyone can master this, and therefore greater freedom and satisfaction can come within the game. I've found that when I teach this to people, people are a lot more open to showing me something or teaching me something in return. The meta is helping people. That sort of reciprocity, whether it's showing somebody where a tier of Amara is and then them showing you, people have a tendency to stick around and become so friendly. I mean, maybe it's the nature of the VR space that we're in here, but I find that the friendliness and reciprocity of people has been just outstanding from what I've seen. And it'll probably be ruined with the addition of PvP in the open world. Hopefully it doesn't happen for a long time, because I'm just enjoying what this is so far so much.
Yeah, that's about the coolest thing anybody showed me. Pretty short range. Okay. Okay, Scooter Boo.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Say goodbye. Bye, buddy.